Capcom is a Japanese video game developer and publisher established in 1979. It has become an international enterprise with subsidiaries in North America, Europe, and Japan, known for creating numerous multi-million selling game franchises including Street Fighter, Mega Man, Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, and Ace Attorney, as well as games based on Disney animated properties. The name Capcom is a clipped compound of capsule computers, a term coined by the company to describe the arcade machines it solely manufactured in its early years, designed to set themselves apart from personal computers that were becoming widespread at that time. Capcom Coin-Op was a pinball manufacturer, a wholly owned subsidiary of Capcom USA, which was founded in June 1995 and closed in December 1996. It developed and sold pinball and arcade game machines and converted games for the US market. Based in Sunnyvale, California and Arlington Heights, Illinois, the company developed 6 pinball machines over the course of its short existence, though only 4 ever made it to release. The games released were Pinball Magic in 1995, 1,200 of them were made. Airborne in 1996, 1,350 of these were made. Break Shot in 1996, 1,000 of these were produced. And Flipper Football, a soccer-style game that didn't do very well and may have been the downfall of Capcom Coin-Op. More to come on that in the next episode. Big Bang Bar did have a few games made. 14 exactly were produced, and then the machine was canceled. Right now, they run about $17,000, somewhere around there. Oh, here's one for sale for $18,000. While we're on the subject of games that never made it to market, check out Zingy Bingy. This is another Python Angelo creation based on Adam and Eve, it looks like, and some nudity. Those pop bumpers were boobs. We will talk about that later. Right now, we're about to talk about Kingpin. Mark Ritchie and Python Angelo were designers that Capcom Coin-Op managed to poach from Williams Electronics for their tables. Of the company's machines, Big Bang Bar acquired a legendary reputation and will be spoken about at length in the next episode. For this episode, however, we are going to talk about a game known as Kingpin. Don't know much about Kingpin? Don't worry, you're not alone. There were only 9 ever made. It is believed that currently 8 exist. Kingpin was going to be Capcom's game after Big Bang Bar, but unfortunately their pinball factory closed in 1996 and neither machine made it to full production. Kingpin was the last physical pinball machine designed by Mark Ritchie. Mark Ritchie has designed many famous pinball machines, including Indiana Jones The Pinball Adventure, Fishtails, Diner, and Taxi. I was able to play this game a little bit at Southern Fried Game Room Expo last year, and I've gone ahead and went to Pinside and found a couple different reviews of the game from other people who have played it. From Pinside user The Black Knight, I have had the opportunity to play this machine several times via shows, and it has always been enjoyable. The game design and shot flow is solid, theme integration is excellent, artwork was atmospheric, back glass is eye-catching, color choices were good. Initial design animation quality reminds me of Big Bang Bar. Callouts are incomplete, rule set is incomplete, music and sounds are incomplete, modes are incomplete. If the game was overhauled and finished, it would get a better rating. As of this writing, he had given it a 7.8. And Pinside user Habbo gave it a 7.724, said, I had the chance to play one of the prototypes at the Pinball Museum in Washington, D.C. a bunch of times. Great sound, music, and callouts, and some of the best artwork by Stan Fukuoka. Game design Mark Ritchie has his trademark crisscrossing ramp shots, and hopefully Circus Maximus Group will be successful at bringing this game to market with the proposed LCD screen with additional rules. What in the world is he talking about? He's talking about a company called Circus Maximus. Circus Maximus is going to be recreating Kingpin, and it should be on sale pretty soon. Hopefully they've gone into production already. I can't really find too much information about whether or not they have, but there's a huge article over on thisweekinpinball.com explaining the process that a couple years ago this company decided they're going to make Kingpin and bring it back and complete it for everyone. From that article, in speaking with Circus Maximus to understand more about this rare game, Paul Keifert shared some great information regarding the rules. With the original Kingpin, the rules were mostly complete. The concept was that you were playing as a young kid, hence the welcome to the big city call out that is common when starting a game.
Welcome to the big city, kid.
That is moving up the ranks of the gangsters and challenging the Kingpin to take over control. The main modes are related to working for some of the henchmen and completing tasks and basically dispatching those henchmen if you complete the tasks fully. It seems that if you don't complete tasks fully, you then have to contend with that same henchman in a different way, or more if you didn't fully complete multiple tasks, before you can challenge the Kingpin. The original ROMs had two playing styles. One was the traditional X number of balls game. The other was an unlimited ball game that was tied to a power meter. As long as you continued to hit shots, your power meter would stay full. But when you started to miss stuff, your flippers would get weaker and weaker until the game was over. The original ROMs let the operator set up the game in either mode. What's very cool is that if you complete some of the modes at the end of a normal 3-ball game, if you have power in your power meter, you get an additional ball to play in the new style of play. This is called sudden death, and you only get it if you have power in your power meter at the end of regular play. The flippers actually get weaker. It's pretty wild, but takes a little getting used to, as even I find myself starting to back away from the game after I drain my last ball, forgetting that there is a bonus ball sometimes. The music, dots, and voices are all quite superb in this game. We've been talking to Kevin Loza, who did the original dots in the game, and he was telling us how their intention was to make the dots, and everything else for that matter, better than just about anything that was done prior to that point. And I think they succeeded in that goal. He's super happy that people will get the opportunity to see what they worked so hard on originally. One other interesting thing about the rules of the original game is that you're looking for the Kingpin stash vault. If you complete any of the modes, it will give you a clue at the end of the mode on where the vault is. Something along the lines of, the vault is to the south, or things like that. Then there's a mode where you use those clues to find the vault. Totally cool. Can't wait to play this thing again at Southern Fried Game Expo in, wow, next weekend. Next weekend that's going down. Man, time is flying. Thank you guys so much for watching The Lost Pins. Hopefully you get a chance to lay your hands on some Kingpin Pinball action in the near future. Seek it out. Like, subscribe, comment below. Have a great week. See y'all next week.
So you're the kid, huh? I got a little job for you. Grab the hardware.